my YouTube followers. How you guys doing tonight? Anyway, it is Sunday, January 25th. Yesterday was my birthday, and I partied like it was my birthday. Not sure if there's a lot of road noise inside here, but we're doing about 70, 71. We're cruising, and we're on Interstate I-40. We just left Amarillo, that's behind us, so we are going eastbound. Not sure how the roads got cleaned up, but I heard they were pretty bad yesterday, so I slowed it down a little bit to let the roads get treated and that kind of stuff. So we got to go through OKC, and we're heading all the way to the East Coast. I got about 1,500 miles from where I am right now. I've already done about 322 miles today. So if we can get somewhere near the Oklahoma border and Joplin, probably north of Tulsa, I'll be happy. So hopefully the roads are going to cooperate. Anyway, they look pretty clear right now. You can tell they got treated. It's really, really dry. The temperatures right now, oh my goodness, it's 16 degrees. Fortunately, last night when I fueled up, I did add one of those anti-gel diesel fuel additives. I also put in a gallon of the ice de-icer on the windshield washer fluid tank. So this way we're good in case ice starts coming up. It really looks good right now. You can see the right shoulder a little bit still wet there, so that you can almost guarantee it's got like a little icy patch. So we gotta stay in our lane, and even the left lane looks good. So we're gonna try to crank out these miles. I'm gonna lower my dash lights so get a little bit nice and nice mood and not too bright on my eyes. But yeah, guys, I had a good night for my birthday. Again, this is the life we choose, so it is solo, but I did spend it last night at the Route 66 casino. They did give me a free room. I had dinner. I also had breakfast on them. So they really treat me pretty good over there. And they had a live band, but for Saturday night, I was really, really surprised because it was like dead. My goodness. There was maybe 15 people total as customers inside the facility there. Okay, we got a vehicle with its hazards on the right lane, so I'm gonna grab the left lane here, and just sometimes you never know what could be. Let's cover the brakes a little bit, see what's going on. I would imagine if it's just a regular breakdown here, but you never know. Sometimes they lose a tire or blow a tire, and you want to make sure. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa contigo? What's the matter for you? Having a little fun on the CD. But yeah, you never know. The guy could have a blown tire, an accident, might have hit a deer or an animal like that. So it's a really good idea to switch lanes there. It won't fully protect you because the object in the road might be in the left lane, but sometimes these people don't pay attention. They're very close to their vehicle. They open the door. So whenever you can, just switch on over, Be safe. So I'm really surprised. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get. Like I said, my goal is to crank out another, 350 more miles or something like that. That would be good. That'll leave me around 1,200 miles or so. My delivery appointment is for Wednesday, So right now I'm on pace to make it, but because of this 2,000-mile winter storm that hit, the roads and stuff could be, I hear there's some areas that there's power outages and that kind of stuff. So you want to keep that in mind. Again, like I said yesterday, I prepared. I put the diesel fuel additive. I put the de-icer, the washer fluid. I picked up an extra gallon of antifreeze. I picked up an extra gallon of motor oil, engine oil too. And I also picked up a Lucas fuel oil, not a fuel oil, but a fuel treatment. So just in case we pick up some crappy fuel. Might be a good idea. I should have maybe got the fuel filter either bled out or replaced. It's good every few weeks, especially in the winter, because there is some crappy fuel out there. But other than that, we do got a full tank. Our saddle tanks are full, and we got full def as well. So we're good just in case we're running somewhere where maybe the truck stop ain't got no power. Oh man, I think we got a load of yams and we got a load of corn and yams. So kind of interesting. Not too many truck stops going this way, so you really want to pay attention to the road conditions and weather. And if you got to get off the road, get off the road. Got lucky so far. It started snowing, and I was concerned around the Flagstaff area. But once we descended from the higher elevations, the snow kind of stopped, and the roads were kind of more clear and dry. So again, keep in mind if you're going up into the mountains, weathers can change pretty quickly. Ooh-wee. I even stopped at Walmart. I picked up some more new clothes and stuff, so I have it. The winter jackets, socks, everything. Some long jeans. Just stay prepared. I even picked up a couple canned food of fruit, and I don't know. Some of you guys are not gonna like this or find it weird, but I like octopus, and I picked up a couple cans of chopped up octopus. So that's pretty good. I don't know, delicioso. Roads are pretty dry. I'm very surprisingly, but I don't know if it's going to change, because I heard Oklahoma got pretty hit, or was supposed to expect getting hit hard with lots and lots of snow. You straighten you out. You were leaning to the side a little. Normally I wouldn't pass on the left lane if it was inclement weather. The roads are really dry, and we're gonna try to make some mileage. Because I've run into situations where when the road conditions are really poor, usually one main lane is clearer than the others. Sometimes when you venture into the next lane, you could hit a patch of ice or snow that could cause you to lose traction. So you really want to be safe. Again, I'm going to run down a little bit of the stuff I have to prepare. is I have a great winter hat. It's insulated. I have a scarf I put on, so if it's a little bit wind chilly or the temperature is cold, I make sure I put that on before I go out in and out of the truck. I get cold out there. I don't mind my hands getting cold, but you gotta try to protect your face. So if not, you can get sick, and they say it's expensive to get sick. I've bought some fruit, some fresh fruit, so I had a couple oranges earlier. Keep that vitamin C in your body. Yep, I stayed at the hotel last night there at the Route 66 and had a nice hot shower this morning, though the shower sucked. The room I got had low pressure, so quality of the rooms can vary, but it's free, so I don't want to complain too much. I'll look bad, right? But I shaved, showered, got to watch a little TV and stuff. By the way, in case you haven't heard, Patriots won their playoff against the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos, I feel, second quarter or so, they had a chance to go ahead on a field goal to make it 10-0. It's like a vehicle broke down over there on the westbound side. There's hazards on. Oh, it is a truck. Again, like I said, these guys, they want to put in that shit fuel or something. You never know. Your truck gives you a little bit of a sign. Right now, my truck is running pretty good, and it's not by accident. So, you're checking the coolant, checking your oil, checking your washer fluid, make sure you have enough of that stuff. The wipers, we recently got new wipers and a new windshield a couple weeks ago out in Cali. And I'll tell you, it makes a big difference, because when the windshield's older and it's pitted, those pits hold dirt and stuff. Another thing is, be very cautious when you go to some of these truck stops. Some of those squeegees that they have there, do yourself a favor and just pass up on it. Go to another place that the squeegees are in better shape, because these people start, some of these truck drivers use them, they start clearing oil, grease, dirt, even diesel stuff with it. And if you try to use it on your window, you're going to put more dirt on than you're going to take off. And then you're going to have a problem seeing clearly. So be very, very careful. Not much traffic out here. Just me, John the driver, yapping away, giving you guys a headache. I had a peanut butter milkshake, and I think the lactose intolerance is hitting me a little bit. I feel like a cow letting out some of this, passing some of this gas. I know a little too much information, TMI. But life is life. Cruising 73. Here. Probably got about another 100 miles before we get into Oklahoma. Right now, temperatures say 15 degrees. Wow. It doesn't look it. It doesn't feel it. But these are those type of nights, just so you know, drivers, is you may not want to shut your truck off. Because your truck, if you're not using the anti-gel, it may gel up on you and it may not start. Getting a little tired. I started my day off late. Too much of being a prima donna, eating, packing up, clearing out the hotel room, getting a late hotel checkout. But it's nice, man. I'm starting to utilize it, and really it helps avoid you getting burnt out. So guys, I definitely recommend, if you guys can, to get yourself out of the truck half a day, a night. It'll make a difference to you. Talking about the truck, man, I got a lot of organizing to do here, man. And I feel like one of those hoarders on TV, man. The TV crew's gonna roll up on me and do an intervention. I go a little crazy sometimes shopping at Walmart, and I get more things than I need now. But I was a Boy Scout when I was younger, so I'm used to trying to always be prepared for any situation the best I can. Boy, we had from Monday to Friday off, mid-Monday to Friday out in California. I actually I had got a traffic ticket out there last year. I kept it under wraps a little bit. I didn't want to jinx myself, but we decided to go ahead and fight it. I almost resorted to go ahead and getting one of those traffic attorneys, but they want a bundle. Unless you signed up with their membership first, they start charging you an arm and a leg and a lot of money for it. So we went solo. We represented ourselves. I was my own counsel. And because I knew myself, I didn't charge myself a retainer. So I saved myself lots of money. I was pro bono, I think is the term. But anyway, it was Thursday, January 22nd, 8:30 in the morning. Our ass was in court. And of course, I was running a few minutes late, but everything worked out. So I got there, and I sat by next to a gentleman and had my clipboard, and he looked, because I guess he wasn't sure if I was there for a traffic case or if I was a cop. So when he saw the clipboard and the ticket, he goes, "I guess you're here for a citation." I said, "Yeah." So we started talking a little bit. So I didn't want to pry, but I asked him what was his ticket about, because I told him what mine was. He told me his was had to do with a speeding ticket. So I was like, "Oh shoot, that's a little bit harder to beat, but it is beatable." So I gave him a couple tips, and I told him the do's and do nots when it comes to court. And the guy listened. He was attentive, and he told me that he was going to come in with a different mindset and start, I guess handling it the wrong way, but the way that makes you mentally feel good, that you're standing up for yourself, but you can't come in there like that. I told him you gotta have a different type of attitude, and you had to flip the switch. And gave him some tips, about 5-10 minutes talking to him, and then they opened up the courtroom, and we went in and sat down. I was the second case to get called, and before they called the case, they literally said, "Listen, when we call you, if your case is dismissed, what you do is you're just going to walk out and that's it, and leave. You're not going to get any paperwork or anything like that." So for me, I'm a firm believer of getting a paperwork trail, so you have copies and receipts of things happen, because I don't just like to take a person's word. But anyway, they called me, and they said that the officer wasn't going to be there, so they were going to dismiss my case. So I didn't want to argue that, because a dismissal equals like the slogan for ServPro, like it never even happened. So I don't pay no fine. It comes off my license, and like I said, like it never even happened. And that's ultimately what we want. So I beat my case. I got on the phone. I called my boss because I let him know about it, and so he was happy. And while I was still on the phone talking to him, the guy that I gave advice to, he came on out and he thanked me. He said that God put me in his life today, so to have things worked out. So he's real grateful. Dude, I gotta be honest with you, man. I gave the guy a hug, bro. It felt good, you know. I beat my case. He was able to beat his case, and we rolled like that. So sometimes, you know, what you know can make the difference in somebody else's life. So sometimes sharing your knowledge, experience, wisdom, you know, is pretty good. Just sometimes people are hesitant and hold information hostage, and they don't want to share it. They want people to learn things on their own and stuff. To a certain extent, I agree with you, but certain things you can't learn. You only can learn from somebody else who went through it. So guys, if you got a traffic ticket or something, it doesn't really cost anything. I don't think it actually makes things worse. So sometimes you want to go ahead and try to fight it. I'm starting to see a little snow here on the right exit ramp. So looks like they did clear it up a little bit, but woo-wee. Man, starting to see some of these truck parking places. They're kind of empty, so looks like it's a good chance of getting some parking. So yeah, go ahead and fight it, and it doesn't show up on your ticket till you're either found guilty, plead guilty, or paid a ticket. So you give yourself a chance. Because overall, to be honest with you, what I think is a lot of these cops, though they'll pull you over and give you a ticket and give you that citation, they really don't want to be in court. They hate that. Sit around, it's like boring as anything. So I don't know what happened with my cop on the ticket. He probably looked and saw that I'm out of Florida. He figured out I wasn't going to show up. And the thing is, if the cop doesn't show up, you got a good chance of getting it dismissed. But if you don't show up, even though the cop's not there, it goes down as guilty. So and that's when the fines kick in, your license maybe gets suspended, and it just gets worse. So maybe you forgot about the ticket. So you don't want to do that. You really need to stay on top of it, make your phone calls, talk to people. More, I guess, slippery surfaces on the right, but now it's clear again. So I think the way this road looks right now, I'm telling you that I feel like we're going to be good for a while. We're going to be good for a minute. So not sure how's the sound. How's it going? How's your night going? Again, right now we are probably 8:30 Central Time, PM, Sunday, January 25th. And we're rolling. Let's do a horn check. Beep, beep. Oh, man. So, guys, if you're new to my channel and stuff and you stumble across a video, appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Post some comments, that's really good. My name is John, and my channel is John the Driver, spelled JOHNTHEDRIVE. are. A little bit about me. I'm got about 20 years over the road total experience. I'm out of the lovely sunshine state of Florida in the Tampa area. And I'm an over-the-road truck driver. Do a lot of coast-to-coast, hauling dry freight. We got a Volvo for a tractor, and we got a 53-foot dry van that I'm pulling. The model of Volvo is a VNL 760, VNL 760, 2020 on the year. I am super surprised how dry and clear the roads are. For you folks that, due to the inclement weather, it was a large winter snowstorm. I hear there's possibility of a lot of ice out there, ice storms, which probably brought down power lines, broke trees, and did a lot of damage and stuff, and probably caused way too much accidents. That's why it's better to stay off the roads. You don't want to be on the roads unless you have to. My boss, he lets me decide if it's unsafe to roll or not. I'm used to always rolling, do at least 4, 5, 6, 650 miles a day legally if I can. The roads are clear and traffic conditions are right. Still in the lovely state of Texas, passing an area that there's a lot of, wind farm. So you have those huge windmills. All the lights, they light up at the same time. That's what you see blinking. Seeing some police lights up ahead, or it could be a snowplow. Temperatures, it's probably going to get into the single digits. It's at 15 right now. So this is definitely the road conditions of temperature and parking that what I would do is I wouldn't shut the engine off. And I wouldn't set the trailer brakes on. Because the ground is not wet now, but your brakes could freeze overnight, and you'll get yourself into a pickle. Looks like we got a couple of trucks overtaking me, a couple pickup trucks. This one's a Ford Super Duty crew cab. Oh, second one looks very similar. They must be together. Yeah, both Super Duties. So they probably work together. Looks like they're following each other. So everything's cool right now. I'm really surprised because I almost thought about shutting down in Amarillo because I wasn't confident that the roads were clear. It's a little bit hard to get the right information. I know some of the states provide it, but I think that's where those digital information billboards are really crucial. We're having certain apps that have the continuous couple 100 miles of weather driving conditions, like in the Garmin or even like Google Maps, that can be easily updated. It does give you about accidents and that kind of stuff, or construction, shutdown, closures. I don't know if it really has anything for really severe weather. That's my interesting yawns. Everybody getting ready for their income tax and stuff. Everybody should be getting their W-2s. Get that big ass income tax check. What are you gonna do? Go on vacation? You gonna buy a car? It's too early for a boat. You get yourself a motorcycle. Take a trip to Las Vegas, invest it, buy some Bitcoin, Dogecoin. Or some XRP. Yeah, I'm getting tired. But if these road condition changes pretty quick, I think that's when I'm off the road. Now the right side is wet. Kind of surprised at that a little bit. They must have recently plowed the shoulder. And I heard some of these states got about a couple feet of snow dumped on them. I was actually surprised I haven't seen any vehicles off the road stuck in a ditch or something from the previous night. Party. I didn't get the sleep I was supposed to, but I'm gonna catch up on that tonight. It was a little warm in the hotel room, and I didn't run the heater. It's a huge rest area on the right. Shoot. tired. We need to get as far, safely as possible. Big rest area here. We're still in Texas. You know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas. Looks like we got a truck merging, getting on. I better get myself to the left. Slow, we gotta right by him. Surprised, man, the truck running real good in the cold. I don't mind these kind of miles. Kind of like very little hills right now. Light traffic, clear roads. I'm gonna back off a little bit, let this guy pass me. I don't like none of that side by side neighbor shit. What you do is just back off the pedal and let him pass you. It don't get no simpler than that. Some good parking spots available, that's not always the case. I forget what's the state line number, but it's another 50 or 60 more miles. I know I used to do like on the East Coast, North and South, Chicago, all that, but I don't really miss it because I had a lot less traffic coming to the West Coast. A lot of time to think while you're driving is kind of like relaxing and meditating. I wonder if watching my video like this is helping people fall asleep. You gotta count the stripes that I pass. We got another vehicle passing up us on the left. Oh man, I'm really getting tired. It feels like a lot later than it really is. But this is really good situation. Clear roads, light traffic. I'm gonna try to get it as many miles as I can. You know what? It might even be possible to do just a sleeper break too. That might be cool. Check the winds. I like to crack my windows so I can hear the wind and hear which side it's coming out of and how strong. Right Right now it's consistent. Able to lower the screen brightness. It was kind of bothering me. So it looks like I was able to do it without putting it on pause. So I'm excited. Just so you know, when you do have ice conditions, snow, sleet, heavy rain, you don't want to be messing around with having that cruise control on. Just, that's one of the things that help expedite real fast you jackknifing your vehicle. Guys, I'm getting really, really tired. There's a little snow, you can see it there on the right, but it quickly dissipates. Oh, excuse me. Too much further. But if I do a split sleeper, that wouldn't be the bad thing. That would be okay, because these I could take 7 hours break, 7 or 8, and then I can drive for like another 6 hours or something like that. I'm getting really tired. I think this snowstorm moved pretty quick. There you go, you can see a couple inches on the right. Seen any vehicles stranded or anything like that, other than a few broken down. It might have got really worse in Oklahoma, so we're still in Texas, so we don't probably see the worst of it. Got a light up sign here. Let's see what it says. Fine, safe, kind. Oh, just regular promotional stuff. So too much to report here, guys. So for those of you that stayed this late to watch, I really appreciate it. You know, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing one more time, and leaving a comment. My channel's a lot of truck things, but it's also a food thing and whatever kind of pops in my head, you know, if I got the time and I got a chance to make a cool video out of it. Anyway, guys, God bless. I want you to have a good night, and I think I'm going to probably end it real soon.